Your staff room group in Office 365 comes with a staff room site in Sharepoint, which is another app in Office 365. Think of this site like a website. However, it's an internal site, which means it's not open to the public. Only members of your staff room group can view or contribute to the content of this site. Keep in mind that the document library, right here where we see documents, on your staff room site is where your current EduStaff Share or Teacher Share drives will be migrated to. So it's important that you know how to access this staff room SharePoint site. Let's explore the different ways you can access your staff room site. Possibly the easiest way to access your staff room site is right from the portal. So I'm going to open a new tab and I'm going to go to myecsd.net. On the main page of the portal, on the left side, you will see an ECSD logo and directly underneath a list of quick links, including ECSD website, PeopleSoft, Service Portal, etc. The first link in the list is Staff Room. If you click on that link, a new tab will open up in your Chrome browser and you will be redirected to the home page of your Staff Room SharePoint site. You can also access your SharePoint site from Outlook on your desktop. I'll launch Outlook, and on the far left, I'll scroll down till I find my groups. I'll click on my staff room group, and back up at the top of the screen in the blue menu bar, I'll make sure that Home tab is highlighted. And in the menu for the Home tab, I will click on this SharePoint Files icon, which is this S with files underneath. When I click on that icon, a new browser window opens up and I'm immediately directed to the Documents library of the Staff Room SharePoint site. I can use the links in the menu to the left to navigate to the different pages of my staff room site. Another way to access your staff room SharePoint site is from Outlook on the web. In Outlook in Office 365, scroll down on the far left to find your groups. Click on your staff room group, and then on the right side of the screen, at the very top, you will see a few different tabs, including Conversations, Files, Calendar, Notebook, and you'll see 3 dots. These 3 dots represent the More features. Okay? If I click on these 3 dots, I'll see a drop-down menu, and it includes Planner and Site. Click on Site, and a new tab in your Chrome browser window will open, and you will be redirected to the home page of your Staff Room SharePoint site. And yet another way to access your Staff Room site is to go directly to the SharePoint app. I'll open a tab and start off in portal.office.com. And now I can use the apps menu right on this main page, or I can click on the waffle in the top left and then find the SharePoint app in the apps menu list. I'll click on SharePoint, and now in the search bar, I can search for my school staff room site. If it's a site that I visit frequently, I will actually see it under my recent list, and you'll see that there's a star to the far right of the staff room site. If I click on that star to shade it in, I am now following this site. I will now see this site in the list at the top under Following. I can just click on the name of that site, a new tab will open up, and again, I will be redirected to the home page of my school staff room SharePoint site. No matter which way you access your staff room SharePoint site, keep in mind that this site is an incredibly useful workspace for sharing important announcements, updates, and documents with your colleagues. Don't forget that in this documents library, this is where your files from your EduStaff Share folder or your Teacher Share folder will be migrated to.